going on, people? It's another edition of the Ace Takers Rant, and we're going to be talking about Idol Week number 5, Elimination Night. Let me just say this, man. I was digging a half hour. To be honest with you, I think the full hour result shows are just way too much, and it sounds like when Fox brings the show back next year, they might end up doing away with the result show completely. I don't know if they'll still bring it back for the next night, but hopefully that's the last every time. It was last week that we ever see it for a full hour, because this is way too much filler. The thing is, they really only have like the elimination segments, and then they have two acts, two performing acts in the show, and the other shit is just all filler clips and shit. This episode felt way more fast. They got through the eliminations really quickly. Janelle Monáe, who was awesome, except for I didn't like the whole Rio 2 commercial thing, but Janelle Monáe is one of my favorites, man. She has turned into one of my favorites. Her and Bruno Mars, man. I know some people like to hate on Bruno Mars, but dude just got, I like how they just bring back the old shit, man. That's what music needs, man. They need that kind of performance. But Janelle Monáe is just fucking awesome, dude. So I just enjoyed the performance. But the show just went by so quickly, man. And it was a better experience than the usual result shows. You know what I mean? So the elimination was something else, though. The elimination itself was something that I wasn't pleased with, and I'll go into that in a second. But let's just say, out of the people who were kept, they went through, and the people who didn't make the bottom 3 were Caleb, Jessica, Jenna, Alex, Malaya, and CJ. No, Dexter. And this is where the problem is. See, remember, for you guys who listened to me yesterday, I saw my viewer count. My shows are taking off every week now, man. Now that one reached about 300 views, so I'm going up ever so slightly. So I want to thank you guys. I should have did that in the beginning. I want to thank you guys for listening to that particular show, and because it was very long. But this one's going to be very short, probably around 10 minutes, like I did last week. But the problem was, I thought Dexter was definitely going home. I didn't see any reason why he didn't go home. I don't know what the people were thinking, the voters. Like I've been saying, man, with the country voters, you really don't have to vote for Dexter, man. It's not like you're stuck voting for Dexter. You have CJ in the competition already. He's better than him. You know what I mean? I think the country people just like to keep their people in the competition, but at the same time, you're kind of ruining the show, because the show is awesome this season. It's becoming awesome this season, but I feel like he's the one kind of holding things back, man. And when I found out what the bottom 3 was, it was CJ, Sam. Now, I had Sam in there and Majesty. I kept on going back and forth with Majesty. But the bottom 3 looked kind of right, except CJ shouldn't have been in there. Like I said, Dexter should have been in there. But like I said, now that Majesty has to go home after she improved the last 2 weeks, I was kind of pissed off about that, man. I was like, wow, like man, another fucking screw job. Because then tonight made me think about Emily and Christian, more Emily than anything, because I really felt like Emily could have been someone interesting to watch growing this competition. I'm still surprised she was exited that early. That was way too fucking early for Emily to exit like that. And it doesn't feel right. It still doesn't feel right without her being on the show, man. I'm kind of really still pissed off about that, man. And Christian was one of my early favorites. Had she been in the competition, she would have allowed herself to grow. She would have been one of my favorites in the competition too. So that would have been alright. I love MK also, but MK disappointed me. Ben disappointed. You know what I mean? But Majesty, I think Majesty, she kept getting in the bottom. You know what I mean? I like the attitude that she showed up there. She didn't have a sour grapes look on her face, but I know it hurted her. But she didn't have a sour grapes look on her face. So I'm glad she didn't go into diva mode or anything like that. She just kept her composure and it just took it well. Because I think she knew. Because Ryan, there was a second where Ryan was like, why ain't you, it was something he just asked her, but she just said she knew. I think she said she knew, and then he was questioning why she said she knew, and she was like, she just knows. She just knows. And that's the thing. Look, she knows, for the most part, she's going home. So it was no mystery for her, to be honest with you. It was just no it was no mystery to the situation. Okay, everybody knew she was probably going to end up going home because when I saw CJ and Sam up there, I was like, oh no, there's no chance. I don't see Sam coming out this week, and I don't see CJ coming out this. I feared for CJ though because I was like, hey, this could go either way, but he made it through. So CJ's definitely gonna have to step his game up. He's really, really gonna have to step it up now, where to the point where he's got almost like a top three performance to stay out of the bottom three. Um, I thought he should have been there last week. It's like it's ass backwards that he was there this week instead of last week. I don't know what the country voters are doing right now. Don't ask me. I don't know what the fuck they're doing right now. They seem to be going back and forth on CJ and Dexter right now, but. Um, but yeah, Majesty. It's going to be heartbreaking not to see her in the competition because I like seeing her fight back. She was fighting back, and I just felt like the voters, maybe it was just too late. Maybe it was just too late for her to do anything in the competition. But she's just thing is, it's for her, she got a good attitude. I think she's gonna make it through, man. For the most part, but I'm still not feeling it that Dexter didn't go home tonight, man. Dexter should have went his ass fucking home tonight, man. And goddamn, man, I was so fucking pissed tonight, man. Oh, that didn't turn out the way it should have, man. Because we would have had an excellent show next week. He's still the oddball man in this competition that's kind of keeping it from being, I won't say perfect, but like, keeping it from getting there. But by the time we get mid-April, he should be gone by mid-April. He should be pretty much gone by mid-April. And that's when the competition starts. And that'll be a few weeks from now. And like I said, but the thing is, the people who were supposed to really, like the top 5 or 6 people, they were still in the competition. So, the top 5 people, like I said, Alex, Matt, and Malaya, Jenna, Jessica, and Caleb, as long as they had made it through, everything is all right with the world. And I thought Harry made a really good point. People do seem to be voting based on performances this year. And that's how you got a pretty good season because a lot of times in the bad seasons, like we've been having the last couple of years, the top people were automatically going to make it through, and you really didn't have like a bubble, like a bunch of bubble contestants where it could have go either way. Like every elimination is going to be shocking from here on out. Like even when I predict, it's not going to turn out the way I predict. I believe I might get it right here and there, but for the most part, it's going to be way unpredictable. We're really getting close to a pretty good damn shocker too. And what I mean by shocker is one of the top 5 getting eliminated sometime here in the next 2 to 3 weeks. It's going to happen, folks. Like better get ready for that elimination right there, because it's going to be a shocker and it's coming. But like I said, it's a bumpy ride here. It's a bumpy ride here on Idol, man. That's all I'm loving about this season. Like I said, Harry was right about that, man. People are voting on performances, and this has been a pretty good season 13. Don't listen to the naysayers out there. I'm telling y'all right now. Let me just give y'all some advice. If you like this season 13 the way it's blossoming like I am, say it, man, because there's a lot of naysayers out there. There's a lot of people on that bandwagon, that voice bandwagon, the voice. They want to cut this show down any way they can. They're lying their asses off. Look, this is a pretty good damn season, okay? Don't let nobody tell you that it's not. It really is. And a lot of people don't want to admit that it is. So don't even worry about it. You know, it is what it is right now. Real talk. Oh, one little rant I had on Randy. Now Randy, he said Malaya was in the top three instead of Jessica. I was like, what the fuck was this dude thinking about? You know, it kind of rubbed me the wrong way how he just dissed Jessica like that. I'm not mad at Malaya. I'm mad at him just dissing, just putting Jessica to the side and not throwing her in there with Jenna and Caleb. She deserved to be up there because she had the best performance of the night if it wasn't for Caleb. You know what I mean? I had her rated number 2 last night. And most people had those three in the top three. You didn't really hear anybody saying Malaya, Jenna, and Caleb. It was always Caleb, Jenna, and Jessica. You know what I mean? And so I don't know where the fuck he got that off from. So that's what makes me a little worried that Jessica's going to get screwed at some point. Um, it doesn't look good for her making the top three. I'm telling you that right now. I'm very scared, but for her, it might be good. You know, it might be good. And I think next week when I discuss Caleb, there's something that I'm a little bit worried about, and it's got something to do with just in case he wins. But I'm going to go over that next week, so that's something you could look forward to next week. And I'll talk more about that. Trust me, I will remember, and I will talk about that. So we'll see what happens. Next week going to be a very good, very interesting performance week. Um, I think that this is make it a breaking week for some of these players. Like I told you before, Sam is on borrowed time. To me, him and Dexter, it's got to be between him and Dexter next week. I don't care what the fuck happens. It's got to be between him and Dexter going home next week. Unless Sam really steps it up, and then it'll be someone else. CJ, he got a key week. I love him, but he's got a key week. He can't fuck up this week, man. Because the top five, they're established now. It's all about 6 through 8. 6 through 8 right now, you know what I mean? I still got CJ in my top 4, you know, to be honest with you. But the way it is right now, it is Alex, Malaya, Caleb, Jenna, and Jessica. You know, and that's not of my opinion. You know, that's just how it is right now. So they all got to step it up next week. And that's all my rant was for. Thanks, guys, for listening. Peace out. See you guys next week. And I might be doing Dance with the Stars for those of you who watch Dance with the Stars. I think I'm going to do one this week because it's another elimination week this week. So I'm going to do a video this week. So stay tuned. I'll see you guys next week. Have a good weekend. Peace.